In tonight's Rebound, we discuss the challenges of grading students during a pandemic. Teachers across the state are trying to figure out how to properly measure students' learning. Reporter Adam Rakusin looks at the debate between pass-fail policies and the traditional letter grades.
School grades, a sensitive topic between parents and their kids for as long as most people can probably remember. Whether you agree with it or not, the report card used as a sign of academic success or to highlight areas that may need improvement. Back in March, when the stay-at-home orders were announced, some school districts shifted from the traditional A to F system to credit, no credit grading.
Many of them did look to what the universities were going to be asking for, what would be in the best interest of students in that before they made a decision.
This email from the Poway Unified School District saying TK through 12 student work will be assessed for participation, completion, progress, and feedback purposes only, doing no harm to students. That was 5 months ago. A new school year is now underway.
We want to make sure we're doing right by our children. We don't want our kids to be at a disadvantage when they start to apply for colleges.
Dr. Paul Gothold is the San Diego County Superintendent of Schools. He has a strong opinion on grading.
Letter grades needs to be the default practice.
Before you grade his opinion, let's explain how we got there. See, Gothold says while the system needs to figure out a way to hold students harmless, the traditional A through F grading scale was still a factor in some college admissions.
We are putting our kids at a disadvantage if they're applying for schools nationally. Not every college, not every institution is even accepting pass-fail credit, no credit.
There's also the issue of grant money and scholarships. He says credit, no credit did have an impact on some students' finances.
Kids that needed a 3.0 to qualify for Cal grants. And for those that, were on track to get A's and B's to boost their GPA the second semester of their senior year, some were shut out and not eligible for that funding that they so desperately needed and deserved because of pass-fail credit, no credit.
A survey of some of the biggest districts in California shows most are using the A to F system this year. While educators work through the distance challenges to make sure kids are learning, they know students need to receive feedback and be evaluated.
And I think as we're learning to teach differently in this learning environment, it is requiring us to really focus on what is most important for the students to learn, what is foundational standards in that grade level, and work on authentically assessing students in their learning.
Adam Rakusin, KSBY News.